students, welcome to the English class. Today we will discuss the most important topic that is being used in the daily life also, that is the letter writing. In spite of having emails and text message facility with all of us, then also at some extent we all require to write the letters. Suppose we want to complain for something, then definitely we will be writing the letter. Complain, for inquiry, for placing some order, and so on. The list is a very lengthy one. Okay, so let us see how to write a letter, and here we will discuss the letters in brief. So first of all, letter writing, let us see. There are two types of letters basically. Broad division is of, there are two types. First one is the formal one and second is informal. Okay. So first of all, let us discuss what is the difference between formal and informal one. So formal letters we used to write to the editor, to some of the authority, okay, or some unknown person with whom you will require to write a letter. Okay, so formal letter is used for some editor, authority, or some unknown person if required. Okay, now let us see where to write the informal letter. Informal letter is being written to the relatives, friends, and family members. Where there is no formality is required, so that is called the informal letter. But here in your syllabus only formal letters are there, so we will discuss the formal letters only with you, because formal letter requires a lot of formalities, a set format is there. So let us discuss this in a very descriptive manner so that you can follow all the steps of formal letter and you can score very good marks. Hello students, welcome to the English class. Today we are going to discuss letter writing, which is the second topic of your writing section in class 10th. So there are two kinds of letters, that is, one is formal and second one is informal letters. And in your syllabus you are having only formal letters, so we will discuss only the formal letters. But for your just knowledge, I just want to clarify that what is the difference between formal letters and informal letters. Formal letters are used for the official purposes, and we used to write them to the editor, to the manager, or to any of the authority. But the informal letters are being used to write to our relatives, friends, and the closed ones. Okay, so this is all the difference between the formal and informal letters. As I've told you that only formal letters are there in your syllabus, so let us discuss them. Let us see how many types of formal letters are there. So the formal letters are of many kinds. Let us see what are they. So the first one is the letter to editor, then complaint letter, letter of inquiry, and letter for placing order. These all are the various types of letters of formal letter. Okay, so now let us discuss all these types of formal letters one by one. As we know that these all four are the formal letters, so they all have the same format. So before proceeding, we just see that what is the format of formal letters. So in the format, first of all we will write the sender's address. In the sender's address, first of all we will write house number, then the name of the colony, and then the name of the city. Okay, and after the sender's address we have to leave one line and then put down the date, and date must be in this format, that is, first of all we will put down date, then month, and then the year. Okay, and after the date we have to leave one line and then we will write the receiver's address. Suppose we are going to write a letter to the editor, so we will write the editor and then the name of the newspaper and then the name of the city. And after the receiver's address, again we will leave one line and then write down the subject. Subject means the topic about which we are writing to the editor. And after the subject, again we have to leave one line and then we will write the salutation, that is sir or ma'am. Here students, you have to keep one thing in your mind, that is, if you are quite sure that the authority or the editor or to whomsoever you are writing the letter is a lady, then use madam. And if you are not sure that the authority or the person whom you are writing the letter is either a male or a female, you can use the word sir there. Okay, then in the first paragraph, that is introductory paragraph, you will introduce your thing, your topic, and then in the second paragraph you will brief that problem or the thing about which you are writing the letter. And in the third paragraph, that is called the concluding paragraph, you have to conclude the letter, means why you are writing the letter to the editor, what do you expect from them. You just can write that I hope you will highlight the issue in your newspaper so that the concerned authority may take suitable action regarding it. And after that you will write thanking you or thank you, and then yours sincerely. Here one more thing you have to keep in mind, that is the Y of yours will remain capital but the S of sincerely will remain small. Okay, so this you have to keep in your mind. After that you have to do your initials, means your signature, and after that you will write your name and then the designation, if any, given in the question. Now let us see the format one by one. So first of all we have the sender's address. Here you just see it again, that is, first of all we will write the house number, then the name of the colony, and then the name of the city. Or if it is required, then the phone number or mail ID can also be written, but it is not mandatory. And after the sender's address we have to write the date. After leaving one line we will write the date, and the date will remain in this format, that is, first of all we will write the date, then the name of the month, and afterwards we will write the year. Okay, then again we will leave one line, we will write the receiver's address. So in the receiver's address we will write XYZ. Here it is written because to whomsoever we are writing the letter, to the editor, to the manager, or to any of the authority, then we will write the designation over here, and then the name of the company. If we are writing to any of the newspaper editor, then we will write the name of the newspaper. Otherwise, if we are writing to any of the manager of any company, then we will write the name of the company and then the name of the city. After the receiver's address, we will write the subject. So in the subject must be precise and it is related to the topic. Means after reading the subject, the person to whom we have written the letter must understand that what is the purpose of writing this letter. Then after the subject we will write the salutation. Salutation means sir or ma'am. Here I just again want to remind you that if we are sure that the person whom we have written the letter is a lady, then we will use the word madam, or if we are not sure, then we can write sir. After the salutation, we will write the body of the letter, which is the main part of a letter, in which we will introduce the problem, we will describe the problem, and we will conclude with it. Okay, in the first paragraph, we have to introduce the purpose of writing the letter. And in the second paragraph, we will detail the topic. And then in the third paragraph, as I have told you earlier also, we have to conclude the letter. Okay. And after writing the body of the letter, we will close it by writing the thank you and yours sincerely, or in place of sincerely, we can write truly also. Okay. So, and after truly, we will write our name. First of all, before writing the name, we have to do our initials, and then we will write our name, and afterwards we will write the designation if it is given in your question. Now, let us see the sample letter to the editor to make you more clear. And here, students, you have to make very care that you have to follow the format as we have discussed earlier also. So let us see the question. You are Radha G, member of NGO Awaz. Write a letter to the editor of a national daily for a public movement to clean the Yamuna river. You must introduce yourself, describe how the people are to be blamed for polluting the river, and suggest the need for installing water treatment plant to clean the river. So this is your question. Here, who is sender? Radha G is the sender. So here, while writing the sender's address, you won't write the name of Radha. You will just write that NGO Awaz and the name of the city. If name of the city is not given, you can use Delhi or Lucknow or some sort of city from where the national newspapers are being published. And after that, you will leave one line, and then you will write down the date on which you are writing the letter. And after that, you will write the receiver's address. What will be the receiver's address here? The editor, the name of any national newspaper you can write here. You can write the Times of India, the Hindustan Times, the Hindu, or any other name of the national newspaper. Now let us see how we will write the letter. So, as here it is written that 33 Jalvihar, Wazirabad, New Delhi, 33. Okay, this is all given here. As this thing is not given in the question paper, so there is no need to write all this by your own. Okay, then you will write down the date, then the editor, and then the name of any national newspaper, as I have told you. Then Hindustan Times, here I have written, and then New Delhi. Then what will be the subject of it? The subject will be need for people's movement for a clean Yamuna. So this will be the subject. Then we will write, what we will write? Dear sir? No, we will not write dear editor, we will write sir here. Okay, therefore I have written here that you should not write this word here. Dear editor, you won't write, you will write sir here. Okay, now let us begin with the letter. The introductory paragraph we will write, I am Radha Ji, member of NGO Awaz. I am writing to you in order to highlight the deteriorating condition of river Yamuna. Okay, then in the middle paragraph we will write that the city of Delhi is getting contaminated water from river Yamuna. The residents are to be blamed for this. They pollute the river with garbage, sewage and drains. The river water is full of bacteria, plastic, chemicals and other waste materials. It is unfit for consumption. So here we have described everything, that what is the problem and why this problem is occurring. Okay, now let us see how we are going to conclude this letter. Then we will write, the people have been demanding a water treatment plant. The authorities have not yet responded to the repeated regular requests. I request you to highlight the problem in your newspaper and arouse public interest. We all need to get together in order to get the water treatment plant set up in the area. So this will be the concluding paragraph to this letter. Then in the end, for complimentary close, we will write thank you, yours sincerely. Then we will do our initials as Radhaji has done, and then Radhaji member Avas. Okay, so here this is the sample letter of letter to editor. I hope you all have understood how to write a letter to editor. Okay, so now let us once again see the format. So first of all, we will write the sender's address, then date, then the receiver's address, then salutation. Before salutation, we have to write the subject. Okay, or here I have mentioned that if not sure about the gender, always write sir. Okay, so this you have to keep in mind. And then we will write the body of the letter, and body of the letter will be written in the 3 paragraphs mainly, and 3 to 5 paragraphs we can extend. So in the first paragraph it will remain the introduction. So first of all we will introduce ourselves and the problem briefly, and then in the main content, in the main paragraph, that is the middle paragraph, the causes and the effects of the problem we will share. And this paragraph can be in, means this part, middle part of the letter can be in 2 or 3 paragraphs. Means in one you will describe the problem, in the second paragraph you will tell the causes of the problem, then the effects of the problem. So therefore 2 or 3 paragraphs can be involved in that. And in the last conclusion, we have to suggest some of the ways to solve the problem. And then for the complimentary close, we will write thanking you, yours faithfully or truly, and with the signature, the name, and then the designation. Now let us see one sample question. Suppose you are Varsha Varun. Write a letter to the editor of a newspaper complaining about the irregular and inadequate bus service in your area. So this is the question. Let us see how we are going to write letter for this. So here we will write house number 123, sector 45, Chandigarh. Then we will put down the date that is given here, and we will write the date on which we are writing the letter. Then the editor, national newspaper's name, that is Indian Express, then Chandigarh, and then the salutation, that is sir. Then subject, you can write subject before salutation also. Okay, and what will be the subject? That is irregular and inadequate bus service. This subject is given in the question itself. Okay, now let us see how we will begin to write the letter. We will write, I am Varsha Varun, a resident of sector 45, Chandigarh. Through the column of your esteemed daily, I wish to draw attention of the transport authorities towards the hardships that the residents of sector 45 have been experiencing on account of the inadequate bus service. So this will be the introductory paragraph. And after that, in the middle paragraph, we will write that every morning a large number of people takes bus at the main bus stop of this area to reach their workplace. Besides, there are a large number of students who travel on buses to reach their respective schools and colleges. But the existing bus service is far from meeting the requirements of the public. Most of the buses that touch this spot are packed with passengers from other areas by the time they reach sector 45 bus stop. So they can accommodate very few passengers at this bus stop. So these two means after the introductory paragraph, the second and third paragraph will be the middle paragraph in which we have described the problem. And after that, we will write the concluding paragraph. And before that concluding paragraph, we will tell some of the situations or the suggestions also. The situation is worse at peak hours, when most of the buses do not even stop here, and as a result people reach late at their designated places. The authorities are requested to introduce new bus services to start from this area, as it would be huge help for the public. So here what we have suggested? We have suggested to start a new bus service. Okay. Then how we will conclude the letter? I hope you will publish my letter in your esteemed newspaper and bring this serious problem to the authorities' attention. Then complimentary close, thanking you, yours faithfully, then the signature, then Varsha or Varun, and if the designation is not given, it is a general concern, so we can write concerned citizen here. Okay, so this is the sample letter. I hope you all have understood it, how to write a letter to the editor. Now here is a question for you for the practice that you all have to write by yourself. The question is, you are Anita Anil, you live in a village in Kerala, you are interested in becoming a member of the British Council library situated in Trivandrum. So write a letter to the library seeking information about membership criteria and online membership details. Okay, so this is a question for practice for you. As this is not a letter to the editor, so you just write down this question. When we will tell you, when I will discuss with you the letter to the authorities, at that time you just write this question. Okay, students, now you are quite confident, I think, that you can write any of the letter related to any of the issue regarding the formal ones, because informal letters doesn't require any kind of formality, or your relatives, friends or family members will understand what you want to say. Okay, so formal letter requires a set format to be followed, so that the authorities, the editors and all will try to understand the thing very easily.